How's it going, everybody? Let me get this camera somewhere. Right about there. Looks good. All right, so it is. Yeah, thanks for all the comments on the last video, on the corn harvest video. Yeah, it was beautiful out there. It was in the 50 degrees, and you know, I'm wearing a t-shirt, and it was great. So now what I'm doing right now is, like I said, since it's so cold, I got the 45 is plugged in right now. The dump truck's plugged in, and I have the 2940 plugged in. We leave the combine out in the field. My dad usually brings the grain cart back at night, so I am going out to plug in the combine. We have a portable generator that me and my older brother brought out yesterday, and we just left it out here. So I'm gonna remember to bring that back today too. Before that, we gotta button everything up and get everything done before the snow falls, because we're gonna get hit pretty hard, I guess. So yeah, anyway, good day, a really good day of harvesting. We can get this field knocked out, and this is all we're putting in for high moisture corn this year. We had so much left over from the past 2 years. Well, from last year is what we have left over, but oh, camera's hitting the blinker here. We have so much left over from the past 2 years. We really put a lot of high moisture corn in, so we had a lot of leftover, and that's allowing us just to put this field in. That should be plenty for the year. So I'm pulling up to the combine right now. Let's get this plugged in and let this run and warm up. So we'll let that run for a little while. Let the block heater warm up. That way that combine should fire right off, no problem. I need to run to town now. Put gas in my truck. So yep, so this is November 30th, right? No, today's just, what the heck is today? Today's November 30th, last day of November. Then we're into December, my birthday month. How about that? So anyway, like I said, I know how well you can see. I'm looking through a little screen here, but not too much more to finish up. It kind of gets into the long rows because it wraps around where that tree is right there. It goes further past. So it'll be into the long rows for a little while, and then it'll start angling down and go back to short rows. So there's a good day's work here, but should be able to hit it. So before I forget, in the video when I was disking soybeans, a lot of people have asked me if we wanted to upgrade combines, and the past couple of years at the end of these seasons we've talked about upgrading the combine. This year, I thought this year was going to be the year, but we decided to go with the manure spreader, and then when we had to get a new tedder, that kind of threw a curveball at us, so we had to go with that. But I got a comment from a Lyndon Bailey, and I'm going to put his name on here. It said, "Hey Mike, wanted to ask if you want a bigger combine. My family farm is in Geneseo, about 2 hours west of you, Geneseo, New York. And we have a 6620 for sale with a 4-row corn head and a 13-foot rigid head. We just upgraded to a 9650 this year." That's a good upgrade. He said he's asking about $15,000 for that. I told him we wanted to get away from the 20 series, and you know, we've been looking at 94s and 9500s, but I told him I'd mention it. So if anyone's looking for a combine, I put his name on here, Lyndon Bailey. Give him a shout. It was in the disking soybeans video when he asked me about it, so there's probably a little bit more further description there. And yeah, if anyone's interested in the 6620, check him out and get a hold of him somehow and see how you guys can contact him and go from there. Also, there was another cool comment I wanted to mention quick. Danny A put a comment. "Love the videos, Mike. I grew up on a dairy farm in Wisconsin. I'm currently deployed in Afghanistan, and your videos help me stay connected to farming. Happy Thanksgiving." I just thought that was awesome. Danny, thank you very much. Thank you for your service, first off, and that makes me really happy. I'm glad I can keep you connected, and I'm glad you're watching me over there in Afghanistan. Stay safe, and thanks again. There's nothing really I could say to show my appreciation, really, to show how much we appreciate the job you brave men and women are doing. But I just wanted to say that was an awesome message, or that was an awesome comment, and I really appreciate it. So anyway, heading to town now, gonna top off my truck, and then we're gonna get started combining. Filter. Hopefully that's it. We just had to go through and bleed the line out. So fun. If I can make it up this hill without it bogging down and quitting on me, I think we got it. Got quite a bit of weight behind me too, so that'll really make it work. Let's see what it does. it's coming along pretty good. It still is a beautiful day. Like I said, it's colder. It's not 50 degrees by any means, but it's still a beautiful day. It's the calm before the storm. But at the rate we're going, knock on wood, we should be able to get this field done. So keep on pushing. Daylight's limited, so just got to keep on pushing. So I got a really good question on one of my other videos. It was someone asking who says that they weren't on a farm. They want to know what was the difference. What did I mean by high moisture corn? And what's the difference between that and shelled corn? Which was a good question. And it's kind of my fault for not explaining when I keep saying high moisture corn. And I said I answered the question. I said I'd get a little bit more into detail in video. And of course, first video, high moisture corn, I didn't explain it at all. So, every time we harvest something, there's a moisture percentage we always talk about. If you watch my corn silage videos, we were talking about we wanted to be in the 50 to 55% moisture. When we were in the 60s, we put it in the bag. That was fine for the bag, but it wasn't good for our silos, yada, yada, yada. I don't know if you guys can see, but that field of corn over there, that's going to grain mill, grain elevator, whatever you want to call it. So when we send them to the mill, you want to be a little drier. So when we combine that, we want it down a little bit. For easy numbers, let's just say the grain mill wants you at 15%. If they give you a price, quote you a price at 15%, and you come rolling in with, and they'll sample your corn. Let's say your corn's 18%. You'll be docked 3% points for 3 moisture points, or whatever you want to call it, 3% moisture points for drying. So you want to get that down low. You want to get that in the low teens. For high moisture corn, we're using it for cattle feed. We're not using it to send it to the grain elevator. We're using it to put in our silo, to ferment, to feed for our cows. So we'll want it at a little higher moisture. We want it in the 20s. We started off, this field was running in the 26% moisture, and I think the lowest we saw was 22. So that's what we mean by high moisture, a little higher moisture than what you're using for, I mean, it's all the same thing. It's all combine corn or shelled corn, whatever you want to call it. We're just shelling it at a little higher moisture, and that's why it's called high moisture. We run ours through a hammer mill. We put ours in the silo whole kernel, and then when it comes out, we run it through a hammer mill, a Valmetal hammer mill. I think it's got, I'm trying to remember the screen size, quarter, I think. Pretty sure. Anyway, doesn't matter. And then it cracks the corn as it's coming out. Other way to do it is there's a blower, like a hammer mill type blower combo, where you can, as you're unloading it off the truck, it'll go through the hammer mill or whatever, it'll go through the roller, crush it, and shoot it in the blower up the silo. That's another way to store high moisture corn. You just kind of use whatever way's easier for you, whatever works for you. So anyway, I hope that answered questions. And I hope people who don't live on farms but like watching these videos, don't be afraid to ask questions like that. You know, like I said, it's just kind of my fault for assuming that you assume everyone kind of knows what you're talking about, but it's not a big deal. If you have a question, drop it below and I'll do the best I can to answer it. Time to load up the truck again. It's starting to get dark out. Sun's going down. Not too much more to go. silo, get things put away and closed up, and I'm gonna go get some dinner. It's like 7 o'clock, and yep, we're gonna get that big storm tomorrow I've been mentioning throughout the video, so it's good to get this done. Anyway, thumbs up if you like this video. Drop me a question or comment below. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you have, thumbs up to you. I truly appreciate it. Hit that bell icon so you see